Welcome to Journey to Joy Live, a podcast to promote wellness, resilience, and inspire joy. Be empowered to balance your mental, physical, financial, aspirational, and social health while providing mental health awareness and breaking down the stigma of mental illness in the Black community. I'm your host, Dr. If Joy, and I'm here to help you transform life's challenges into opportunities for joy. Let's begin the journey together. Hello, welcome to this very special episode 157. What we get wrong about joy. 3 years, 157 episodes, and one surprising truth. It is July, Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, July 2nd, and this marks the 3-year anniversary of Journey to Joy Live. And as you know, I started this podcast 3 years ago in order to help break down the stigma of mental health in the Black community, especially stigma in general, but especially the Black community, because we've got our stigmas and our cultures and different things that prevent us from seeking mental health care and prevent us from thinking about mental health from a standpoint of, oh, I'm weak or I'm crazy. No, you're not weak or you're crazy when you have to seek mental health care. It is a matter of it's okay to not be okay. And it is okay to seek treatment, and it's okay to seek help and support. So anyway, if you're listening to this and you're just like 157 episodes, 3 years, what? Where's she been? How can I listen? How can I watch? Well, if you are listening and watching right now, take it a step further. Like the video, make a comment, subscribe on YouTube, share, follow on Facebook and on Instagram. Go to my podcast page at drenjoylife.com/podcast/feed. Actually, those are two different websites. So drenjoylife.com/feed, that where you will find everything and every link to the different podcast sites, as well as you can watch the video. And then drenjoylife.com/podcast is where you can listen to the audio versions of the podcast. So I've been doing this for 3 years straight. Bring everybody to this podcast because we are learning how to practice joy together, and how can we continue to have joy despite the trauma, despite the stress, despite depression, despite anxiety, despite trauma, and all these things that try to hold us back. And really, that leads us into the surprising truth about joy. I mean, there's been so much talk about the journey to joy. I've been interviewing countless awesome guests telling their personal stories, talking about their expertise and what their thoughts about joy, what's their personal journey to joy, and also, how we intermingle joy with spirituality, joy with ADHD, joy with trauma, joy and grief, joy and sex, all the different topics here, just kind of seeing how we can cultivate joy, resilience, wellness, despite ... Life be life and it lifes. Even just for someone who may not have like the severe trauma or stressors or clinical diagnosis, but the high achieving wife, mom, boss I've been talking to throughout these years, as well as to how, despite being everything to everyone, how you can get back to you, how you can self-prioritize. Because yes, self-prioritization, self-care is not selfish. In fact, it is selfless because you are building up yourself and recharging your battery so that you can be there for the people that you need to be there for, but not necessarily everybody, and being everything at all times. So we need to figure out when we are going to do those things so that we can continue to experience joy, because enjoying life, living in full empowerment, that's what life is all about, right? Don't you want to enjoy it? Don't you want to have joy? Or do you think that you should just go through life not enjoying it? Do you believe you deserve joy? Is that in the way? I mean, we know we get guilt sometimes, but do you even believe you're worthy of joy? Are you over here thinking, but why? Why joy? I've got a podcast episode on that. Why joy? I have a podcast episode, episode 17, the difference between joy and happiness. And a lot of times we get that wrong too. So I just really want to go through some lessons here that are learned throughout these 157 episodes. We've learned some lessons here about joy. And so, what are they? What are we getting wrong about joy? I mean, we treat joy, number one, we treat joy like it's a destination, journey to joy. That's the name of the podcast. But as you know, as I've been discussing these 3 years, is that journey to joy, I mean, it's joy in the journey. The journey is a decision, the journey is a choice that you make to strive towards joy. But what we get wrong about joy is thinking it's just a destination. Oh, I'll be joyful when I lose weight. I'll be joyful when I get married. I'll be joyful when the kids get older. I'll be joyful when I get promoted. I'll be joyful when things calm down. What if you never lose weight? What if you never get married? What if you never, well, ooh. What if you never get promoted? What if things never calm down? The kids will grow older, of course, but what if you're not happy then? Then what? I mean, joy doesn't live in the future. The future never really comes. When you think about potential, potential never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Today was tomorrow at some point, but now tomorrow's tomorrow. Why wait? Why wait as if joy is some destination that you're getting in a car and driving to when you can experience the joy while you're in the car driving to the next thing, the next goal, the next chapter in life? So ask yourself, what am I postponing joy until? Does that really make sense? What small version of that joy can I experience today? We call that delayed gratification. I know when I was in medical school, they talked about that a lot, or when I was trying to get in medical school. Either way, when you're just trying to strive for that promotion or strive for that degree, delayed gratification, I'll be joyful when I get the degree and when I'm out of school, when I graduate, then I'll be joyful. Really? Why delay the gratification? Or I'm trying to budget, save money, delayed gratification. I can't experience joy. I'm just going to stress out while I save money. I'm going to stress out and get this degree. Then I'll be happy. There are ways to experience joy now. Joy does not always have to be an expensive vacation. It can actually live in your mind. Don't put joy on layaway as if, oh, it's so expensive. I can't get it now, so I'm going to get it later. No, I've mentioned it before from the how of happiness. 40% of your happiness is based on how you think and what you do. That other 50% of your happiness is based on a genetic set point. Maybe we don't really have control over that. But what's that last 10%? The last 10% of our happiness is based on our circumstances. So getting promoted, getting married, waiting for the kids to grow older, waiting for that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. You're just waiting on that thing. That's just 10% of your happiness. So once that thing happens, who's to guarantee that you'll actually finally be happy or finally be joyful? So looking back at that 40%, 40% of your happiness has to do with how you think and what you do. Why not maximize that? Change the way you think. Don't wait for the future as if it's a destination. Experience it now. Lesson 2, if you look at all the different episodes, we think that joy means feeling good all the time. No, if you look back through the episodes about joy and grief, joy and pain, trauma, you're going to go through life. Life be life, and that's an episode. You're going to go through life and experience challenges, obstacles, stressors, burnout, trauma, grief, loss. You can't avoid them. So, joy and experiencing it and living it now does not mean you're just happy and giddy all the time. But it's something that is within you. It's something in the way that you reframe your mind and how you think about your thoughts and how you think about the losses, being able to change the losses into lessons. What can I learn from this rather than it's beating me down and I can't get back up. What we get wrong is if I'm stressed, grieving, anxious, or overwhelmed, I must not have joy. You think because you're grieving, you don't have joy? You think because you're anxious, you don't have joy? Joy and pain can coexist. They can coexist. They can be there at the same time. Joy and stress can coexist. I mentioned the vacation burnout, created a whole episode about it because I had vacation burnout on my most recent vacation with the kiddos. And I remember thinking at the same time, I know this will pass. I know this isn't forever. I am stressed out and burnt out by these littles, but I still have joy. Sometimes it's just a simple affirmation for yourself, just to remind yourself they can't take your joy away because you can bring your own joy. You're waiting for a certain circumstance to bring you joy, or a certain child, or a certain relationship, or a certain promotion, when really the joy is right here. That sounds fluffy. Like, what do you mean, like, joy is right here? Because your mind is very powerful. I'm a whole psychiatrist saying that. You expect me to say, oh, take this medication and then you'll be joyful? Medications can help to a certain extent, but medications need your mind to believe in yourself. Medications need your mind to have self love, self compassion, self care, and all those things. Your mind goes a long way. Why do you think faith exists? Faith exists because it is a way for you to stretch your mind beyond something that you can see. Joy is the same way. Telling yourself that joy exists right now despite the pain. Why not try it? What you waiting for? You can be grateful and exhausted. You can be hopeful and scared. You can experience healing while hurting. And guess what? That seesaw will start to teeter towards the positive the longer you practice in positivity and gratefulness and hopefulness and in that healing. So replace I'm stressed. Oh, I'm just stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Replace that to I'm stressed and I'm grateful. I'm stressed and I'm grateful. I'm tired and I'm proud. I'm grieving and I'm growing. Practice that the and. That's very important. There's a lot of anxious folks out there that don't know the and. You think that because you feel sad or depressed or stressed or anxious, that's just it. Well, I'm anxious and I'll get better. I'm anxious and I'm hopeful. This trains your brain to recognize joy without denying the reality, right? I mean, I'm not saying like pretend like there's nothing going on. There's things going on, but you can actually recognize the glimmers of joy, the glimmers of hope, the glimmers of positivity that's happening right now, but also understand the reality that you've experienced a loss, or that you are stressed, or that, yeah, there's a lot of trauma that you've experienced. But you've got to make the decision to enter your journey to joy and understand that that joy can be right now. The journey and the joy is the same. So, if anything, of the lessons that we've got wrong, or that even the title gets wrong, is that it's a destination and joy is not a destination. You are riding along with it along the way. Joy isn't the absence of struggle. It really isn't. It's the presence of the meaning within it. Just like failure, we underestimate what failure even means. We don't give failure enough credit because without failure, there's no success. Without failure, there's no resilience. Without challenges, there's no resilience. What is resilience without stress or without things going wrong? How are you resilient? What are you bouncing back from if you haven't struggled? I'm not saying look for the struggle, but at least understand it and say, you know what? Come on. Come on. Let me see what I'm going to learn from this. Let me turn this loss into a lesson. Lesson number 3, we try to build joy alone. I should be able to handle everything myself. I'll just do everything for everyone at all times. I'm good. I wear my burnout like a badge of honor. That is an episode title. Needing to unlearn the I can do it all phenomenon. That's a title of an episode. I'm telling you, we've gone through all these things. Joy is a team sport. That's a recent episode. It is a team sport. So why do you feel like you should do it alone? Are you isolating yourself with drawing? Why aren't you asking for help? Why are you putting on everyone else's burden? Many of your happiest memories involved other people. Think about that truth. Or are you the introvert that says, no, I don't know what you're talking about? Many of my happy memories involve just me. Well, if that is the case, then maybe you're not the one doing everything for everyone. And so you're just fine. You are prioritizing yourself. So I guess I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the person who's actually trying to be that strong person and having anxiety of being a strong person. Another episode. We've been talking about this for 3 years. Don't do it alone. I mean, maybe you need to create a joy board of directors. Who's your joy board of directors? Who's that one person who encourages you? The other person who tells you the truth? One person who makes you laugh, and one person who you can call when life gets hard. Who are your joy board of directors? Have it written down so you know. Because when you get in your deepest, darkest moment, when depression really, truly takes you, depression gives you thought traps and does not give you the ability to think. You're literally not thinking. You literally cannot think about what's practical and be reasoned with. So writing things down and writing who you should talk to, who can encourage me, who will tell me the truth, who will make me laugh, who can I call when life gets hard. If you write that down, then you will know when life gets hard. You won't forget. Just like having a list of gratitude, things you're grateful for, things that remind you of what to do when you're happy, positive affirmations. Go to my Instagram page, Dr. Enjoy Life. Every other post is a positive affirmation for a reason. Because when you go to my page, you can read that out loud and be affirmed that you are strong and be able to change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Yeah, it looks pretty, but there's a reason for that. Because I want people to be encouraged when they come to my page. So text one of these people this week that you feel like encourages you or makes you laugh, or someone that you can talk to when things get hard. Have them ready this joy board of directors, because joy is a team sport. It's not a lonely sport. It is not. So we talked about how we treat joy like a destination, how we think joy means is feeling good all the time. And no, it's not. We understand we can have joy and not be happy. Joy and happiness are two different things. Happiness is a mood. Joy is a choice. It's a choice and it's an emotion. So you feel the goodness of joy, but it's a choice to be joyful. The same way love is a choice. You choose to love someone despite. You choose to love someone unconditionally. So choose to experience joy unconditionally. Don't tell yourself, oh, well, the conditions have to be that I'm married, that my kids are perfect, that I have this perfect job. Those are the conditions. Nope. Practice joy unconditionally. There are no conditions, just that you're allowed to, no matter what. So the third lesson was we try to build joy alone. So you're not going to do that. You're going to build your joy of board of directors. The last lesson that has been learned over these last 3 years is that we wait for joy instead of just practicing joy. I just finished saying, practice joy despite. We think joy is just something you just find along the way, or we end up having it again with those certain circumstances. But joy is something you make once you decide. Change your way of thinking about joy. You can create a quality of life. You don't need resources to do that. I'm thinking of the person who's just like, well, I don't have money and I don't have a job and I'm homeless. How dare you say that I can practice and choose joy? Maybe choosing joy is what you need in order to get those things to happen, because you need joy in order to get the motivation to get back on your feet and find the resources that you need. to be able to maintain it. Choose it within your head, in your mind. Combat those negative thoughts. Use gratitude. So, what can be a daily joy deposit for you? Each day, practice joy. Each day, do one thing that you feel energizes you, one thing that connects you, and one thing that inspires you. What energizes you? What makes you feel connected to life or to others? And what inspires you? Do those things. Practice it. It takes work. The journey to joy takes work. And the journey to joy is not a journey of 100 years or a 50 years, but a journey of a second, because you can do this thing and feel it instantly if you put your mind to it. So think of joy like a bank account. Most people only make withdrawals. And if you're doing everything to everyone, they're making withdrawals from you. So you need to deposit in you if you don't have anyone. That's that self-prioritization. It goes back to that and that self-care. So if you keep making withdrawals without making a deposit into your joy account, that's how you drain it. And that's how you start pouring from an empty cup. Ask yourself, what did I deposit into my joy account today? Yesterday, I deposited 8 hot miles and 88 degrees. You're like, that is not joy for me. It's joy for me because I feel real good today. I feel great. I had a good night's sleep. Got the kids out the house on time. This is great. Deposited some gratitude. Anticipating some upcoming vacations. That sounds great. It's all mental. Grounding, experiencing life. You're so caught up in your head with the overthinking, the anxiety, the anxious thoughts, racing thoughts, that you're not living life. Your 5 senses are your best friend. Over the last 3 years, it almost sounds like I'm repeating myself, but that's because you need to hear it again and again, because you're forgetting to use your 5 senses to practice gratitude, to practice positive affirmations and change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Within those 3 years, I've created the Enjoyno and the Inspire Joy for the Wife, Mom, Boss, balancing it all without losing yourself. You can get the Joy Bundle for just $45 on Enjoy Life, DrEnjoyLife.com. That is available for you. And I say that now because you're like, how can I change the way I think? How can I switch from negative thoughts to positive thoughts, from negative emotions to positive emotions? It takes work. It takes work. And so using the therapeutic worksheets, positive affirmations, self-care tips within this book is a lot. And it ends with the Inspire Joy log, Inspire Joy daily log, where each day you're thinking about all the health areas: mental, physical, financial, aspirational, and social. So there's a section for all those 5 crucial health areas in the Inspire Joy daily log. And like thinking, okay, what did I do for my mental health today? What did I do for my physical health today? My financial health today? What did I do to get connected? My social health? What did I do with thinking about my purpose, my aspirational health? Thinking about all those things every day can help remind you of how to practice joy. Practice joy. When you think about a sport and you go to practice, that takes work, right? You're not just sitting there laying and doing nothing. It takes work for your joy. So why not do that for yourself? Why don't you deserve to put in work? It's for you. 3 years, one lesson that you have control over your joy. You can practice it now. It is not a destination. No need to wait. If 157 episodes have taught me anything, it's this. Joy isn't found at the end of the journey. Joy is how you survive the journey. Joy isn't a reward for getting through the stress, the trauma, the challenges, the downfalls. It's a tool for how you get through it. So this week, choose one thing. Stop delaying joy. Practice the and. I can be stressed and hopeful. I can be in pain and have joy. Call your joy team, make a joy deposit. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey for the past 3 years. Whether you've listened to one episode or all 157, this is the 157th. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your joy journey. Remember, joy is not a luxury. Self-care is not a luxury. All those things are a necessity, as always. Keep living in full empowerment. Get your Enjoyno, get your Wife Mom Boss book. Subscribe, like, share, follow, comment, keep being a part of it. Tell me what kind of episodes you want to hear about next. I'm going to keep this going. You think 3 years is the max. I'm just going to keep going. I'm here for you. Keep following, keep supporting, and thank you. This has been an Enjoy Life production. If you're in a crisis, don't hesitate. Call, text, or chat 988 for immediate support. Please note, this podcast is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional treatment. If you're looking for therapy or medication management through Enjoy Life, visit www.drenjoylife.com to request a consultation. I'm licensed in 13 states. I accept Aetna in Georgia, Florida, and Virginia. Be sure to grab your copy of the Enjoyno to help you on your wellness journey. Also check out Inspire Joy for the Wife Mom Boss to help you balance it all without losing yourself. Better yet, get the full Joy bundle for just $45. Remember, Journey to Joy Live is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, may you continue to transform stress into joy.